Hi, I'm Steven, the Ramblin' Phoenix, and I know a little bit about a lot, so let's talk about it. I'm fascinated by the days of the week. We have 7 of them. One would think we'd have 10 or 5. We like those numbers because of digits on our hands, but we have 7. And in fact, we've had 7 for many, many centuries and even millennia. One can go back to the ancient Greeks, the ancient Babylonians. They have a 7-day calendar. But what about the names of the days of the week? And those are very interesting. So the names of the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In English, the days of the week are mostly based off of Norse, Viking language, but also with a Roman influence, which is very interesting. So let's start at the very beginning. Monday. Monday is the moon day, which actually makes sense because Sunday is the Sunday. Moon, sun. Awesome. What's a little weird is if you look at the Latin names for the days of the week, well, let's look at Romance languages. In Spanish, Monday is lunes. In French, it's lundi. But also in these languages, moon is luna. Monday is still the moon day. So here we have the meaning transliteration from Monday, moon day, to lunes, lundi, luna. They're both the moon day in both languages, and that's not a mistake. Tuesday. Tuesday is Tyr's day for the Norse god of war, Tyr. What's interesting is in Spanish, if we go for our Romance language connections, it's martes. Well, martes is named for Mars, the Roman god of war. So Tuesday is still the day of the god of war. Wednesday. Wednesday is Woden's day, named after the Norse god Odin. Now, what's interesting is there's this synchronicity between the Romans, and one thing the Romans often did was syncretize gods from one culture to another. And for some reason, the Romans saw Odin and didn't synchronize him with Jupiter, the king of their gods, but Mercury, the trickster god, Hermes, for the Greek connection, but Mercury. And it's very interesting that Wednesday, Woden's day, in Romance languages like Spanish is miércoles, named for Mercury. Thursday, Thor's day, named for the god of thunder, Thor. And Friday is Frigga's day, or Freya's day. What's interesting is Frigg and Freya, there's some debate of they might have been the same god, maybe not, maybe kind of, sort of. Ancient Norse gods are a little complicated, and we don't know quite enough. And then we get Saturday. So again, in English, we've had Tyr's Day, Woden's Day, Thor's Day, and Frigg's Day, all named for Norse gods. But Saturday is named for the Roman god Saturn. That's odd. Unless you remember about the synchronization of cultures. As the Roman Empire expanded, they met other peoples, they had certain assumptions, and as certain things went and got translated, as people adopted certain cultures, they adapted them. And so here, just in the days of the week, we see this connection of ancient Roman and ancient Norse culture collide in a way that we still use every single day. I think that's pretty awesome. Now, if you have any questions about anything, leave it in the comments below. Love to hear about it and love to explore a little bit about anything. See you next time.